My name is Volker Kruger from Velden-Duffey. Let's take the following scenario. You have 4 purchasers that signed the agreement to buy the relevant portion of land together. It's a commercial property. They apply for a loan. However, the loan is granted in the name of one of the purchasers only. The contract stipulates that it's subject to the approval of the loan, the financing for the transaction for all 4 of the purchasers. Would the relevant condition precedent have been fulfilled if only one of the 4 purchasers obtains the loan for the full purchase price in his name? Now, in this case that we really recently had to deal with, the time period stipulated in the agreement had actually already lapsed. In other words, they were too late to change the loan that was granted by the bank. So all they had at that stage was a bond granted in favor of one of the purchasers within the time period stipulated in the agreement. Question is, has the condition precedent now been met? Can the purchasers ensue, or rather enforce that agreement where the seller might decide not to proceed with the transaction? Answer is, in my opinion, that I don't think the purchaser would be able to enforce the agreement. The condition precedent would not have been complied with, as the loan was not granted to all 4 of them as catered for in the agreement. So if there is a condition precedent, you need to carefully study that condition and make sure that it has indeed been fulfilled. If within the time frame you realize that you're not going to be able to fulfill that condition as purchaser, you can, of course, as we've mentioned before, renounce the right to rely on the condition precedent. So if in the example that I gave, the 4 purchasers might have realized within the time period stipulated in the agreement, for example, 30 days, that they are not going to get a loan in the name of all 4 of them and only in the name of one of them, then they could, of course, renounce